speaker, Kendall Myers. Kendall is a phenomenal speaker. He's truly an inspiration. He spoke yesterday, he's speaking today, and of course, he's on the queue for tomorrow because we can't leave out Kendall throughout this whole summit. Hey, Kendall, how are you? Are you ready to hit the stage?
Yes, I am. I'm highly excited, enjoyed. Yesterday, was so phenomenal. It's so many powerhouse. It's really people that's ready, ready to spread their knowledge and their wisdom and that just everything that they went through. Just a team full of go-getters. I love it. I love to be a part of it, and I'm blessed. So, for y'all don't know me, I'm Kendall Myers, also known as Mr. Overcomer. I'm an empowerment speaker, growth development coach, CEO of It's Time to Step Up LLC, where we work with people struggling with self-doubt and grieving loved ones, turn that personal pain into elevating power while strengthening their key core values. Let's get it. I love it. So, I'm going to get right to it today. Have you ever been sick and tired of being sick and tired? Raise your hand. Yes. But have you done anything about it? That's what matters. We got to take calculated steps to do these things when it's time to go, when it's time to remove ourselves out of certain situations. Only we can move our feet as individuals. It's nothing more exciting than honestly getting yourself out of your own hole where you can climb up it. No matter how much resources somebody give you, no matter how many handouts, no matter how many uplifts that they give you, you have to feel that. You have to be the one to always believe in that. And so let me share a story with you. 2020, last year, I remember just planning to relocate even before the pandemic hit. And when it did, it gave me so much more reasons to do that. I'm gonna give you a playbook. What happened? One, in Missouri, it was a young lady that was the first one to lose her life from COVID. That was my cousin. She just graduated, got her master's. She was going to be something in life, but God had another plan for her. Number two, we all lost Kobe. Man, Black Mamba, it hit the world. It struck him. Hey, everybody had that argument, who's the best, Kobe or MJ? Hey, I kind of think Kobe, but that's another story for another day. MJ, definitely respect. And as the time kept going by, the city was getting more shut down. The grocery stores, you couldn't go outside. People was not working, so they stayed at home. And the kind of job that I had, it was an essential job. I was a gourmet food delivery driver. So my job picked up tremendously. Everybody needed food. But as much as it picked up, more energy I had to use. So it's always their pro and con. It was a double-edged sword. It was a good end that you're going to use to attack and a bad end that's cutting you. And as it kept going, 3 months later, it ended up slowing down. And my job noticed the numbers that we was doing triple what we did usually. So they kept pushing us and being observant of the little things that they never been observant to try to get us to get more sales, get them sales like they had in the first place. So just one thing after another, but I'm not done there. I'm not done yet. I remember getting a dog. Me and my girlfriend wanted a dog so bad. We still got him. He's amazing. I thought his size was capable enough to be at the townhouse, but it's always somebody that got something to say. So we had to move within a week. Literally 2 days later, my girlfriend broke her foot. I know, right? I couldn't believe it. So we got a dog. That's money. We had to relocate and find a new house, sorry. That's money and time. And also, my girlfriend, when she broke her foot, she couldn't work. So there was more responsibilities I had to take financially. Not a problem. I'm a man. I take care of my business, but that doesn't stop the fact of how much it weighed on me. I remember after that, we was planning on going on our vacation and trip. We almost didn't, but we did. But when we moved, literally the very next day, I was going back to the old apartment, bringing some stuff back to the new one. You would not believe it. Somebody hit and ran my car. You can't make this stuff up. You just can't. So he moved so fast, I didn't get a chance to get his license plate number. And the very next day, I found his car. But guess what? Since I didn't get his license plate number the same day, it turned to a he shay, she shay. I'm telling you, you cannot make this stuff up. And hey, that's why it's good to have full coverage. Hey, after this over, go get you full coverage, gap insurance, get all of the above. Hey, make sure you have rental car attached to it. Make sure, I promise you, it's going to save your life. So I didn't come out of that much thanks to full coverage. But I still came out of money. Money on top of money on top of money on top of money. So I finally announced that I was relocating to Atlanta, Georgia. I had a going away party. And I never felt so excited. I invited close friends and family. And it was just, I felt the next momentum coming. I was happy. And right January 1st, 2021 is when I decided to set foot in Georgia, sir. When I got here, I thought it was going to be a little smooth to get a job, but no, it was not at all. It took me all the way to the end of the month to get a job. But when I finally got a job, it was a blessing. They reached out to me. It was one of the highest jobs they ever paid me. But it was also a contract job. So I worked on her for 4 months. I got a chance to go to different locations. So I was able to see Georgia for what it was. And when I got here, all I knew is I wanted to motivate and inspire. Nothing past that. And when I was doing that, I got a chance to meet people and kind of find my way around better. So when the contract ended, I decided to go to New York, visit for 2 weeks, visit my girlfriend and my dog. I haven't seen them. She went to New York. I came to Georgia. It's my first time there. I love traveling. If you know me, I'm taking flights. No feelings. So it was just amazing to be somewhere to see the Empire State Building, see the Statue of Liberty, ride on the ferry. But to remind you, I had to look for a job coming back. So I was in the midst of doing that. And I was there for 2 weeks. Hey, if you ever been to New York, it's not cheap. It ain't cheap. You got to have that bag. I'm just saying. So when I went there, I was spending a lot of money. So at the end of my trip, I had a job lined up and I got back home. It was a marketing job, but it was not me. I ended up walking off the very next day. Then I went to another job that didn't pay enough. Stayed there for 4 days. I had to go. Couldn't take it. Then I had one more job and it was too much physical work. Literally, it was one person for a job of 3. I don't know who they thought they was playing with. I had to go there too. And this was a 2-week span. And this was bringing me down and stressing me out because usually the last couple of jobs I've been on for 2 years. So I actually liked them for a certain period of time. And it started bringing me down. And I was just trying to figure out, why was I in this position? Why is this doing this to me? How does this keep happening to me? I felt like I just moved when I moved at the beginning of the year searching for a job. But I decided to do a project to get me out of that slump. And I'm going to get back to that at the end. So I started listening to more motivational speakers like Les Brown, Ford Wiley, Evan Carmichael, Eric Thomas, all these people, John D. Martini, and getting my soul filled. And I had to have some mental connections with the Lord. And I asked him, like, what do I need to do? And he said, motivate and inspire. And that's when I decided to start seeing how I can become an empowerment speaker. And also I'm working on getting my life coach certification. So I just started that program too. So taking the right necessary steps. And I want to tell you something that I heard from Les Brown this morning. He said he's full of versatility with nothing but ability. Woo! Let me say that one more time. Full of versatility with nothing but ability. So you walk into that, you got all the tools inside of you. And when you don't have it, you go get it. And you can never be conquered. So as I'm getting these tools, I'm starting feeling the motivation, hearing more people, seeing more people, hearing how they getting fired up. And I took another step by joining Hungry to Speak community, being mentored by Les Brown. It's like, forget trying to catch them all the way up there. How about jump on the same ship of some powerful people, get to know them better, and they help you and you build a connection with them. So I start really meeting a lot of like-minded people in the organization. I'm starting making good friendships. That's even how I got introduced to Clubhouse. I had zero clue. And man, one thing else I want to show you that Les Brown says, the most important bet is on yourself. The most important hand to play is at the end of your wrist. Woo! Let me say that one more time so y'all can hear it, so the people in the back can hear it. The most important bet is to make on yourself. The most important bet to play, most important card to play is at the end of your wrist. You got it. You can never be defeated if you keep going. And as I'm getting familiar with all these people, that's how I walked into the faith of getting introduced to virtual summits and just jumping forward, just taking that leap of faith, because I'm done being disobedient. My biggest fear is dying with my gifts in me tomorrow and not using them today. So that's why I'm in front of y'all today. And as I keep moving and keep climbing, I'm getting more virtual summits set up. And then next thing you know, the beginning of August, I'm traveling to New York to visit Les Brown and meet the community. It felt so good to catch sacrifice time, sacrifice money for what my passion. And this is what you do when you walk into your passion. You do whatever it takes, however you move and groove, you're gonna do it. So this September, my birthday just passed on the 8th. I just turned 28. And remember the project that I was telling y'all about that I had to get out that hole with? So what I decided to do was be an author of my first book, my motivational book. I am motivation, I am success. Inspirational quotes to unleash your greatness. This something that I wanted to do 2-3 years ago, but I always made excuses. I didn't have enough time. I didn't feel like doing it. But remember when I was telling you, when I actually created, I wasn't myself. I was down. I was stressed out. I was looking for a job. I was low on money. So I'm saying this to tell you this. Sometimes when you feel lost, confused, like you feel like you took a step back, it's a reason why you sitting back. It's a reason why you trying to figure out and pull things out, because God is telling you to do something. Pull that gift outside of you. I never thought I was going to be an author, but I am now. First generation author. This is amazing. Like all this stuff, when I got my book in the mail, it brought me tears of joy. I didn't have a plan to be an empowerment speaker. I didn't have a plan to be a growth development coach or an author. I trusted my faith and my passion. And the grieving of my loved ones, losing my father 8 years ago, losing my grandmother 4 years ago. I want to make them proud. I want to make a difference in my community and in my society. So I had to do what it takes to be that change that I want to see. I wanted to be intentional about everything I do. I got tired of procrastinating. When you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, you're the only one that can change that. So not only I'm gonna just talk about it, but I'm also gonna do action about it, and also speak about it and show it. So, and I also advocate financial freedom, generational wealth, and early retirement is the way to go. We got to continue to grow in the right direction. There's nothing wrong with working a job, but have some plans beside of that. And as I land my plane, I want to share with you, you do have greatness in you. You are worth. And you walk into your passion full force. When you sick and tired of you being sick and tired, you constantly saying all these doors smack you. That means jump away from the doors and go another route, please. And I am Kendall Meyer, Mr. Overcomer. Every mountain that I come across, I get over, and I also show people the path over the mountain. Thank y'all. Stay blessed.